Okay, so my name's Guy Woolf. I've just recently come off associate directing. Now that's what I call a musical, and a couple of musicals here and there. And I was in a drag group for like 9 years, so it's been a weird old rogue time.
I'm Martha Kirby, and I'm currently up in Edinburgh at the Fringe, in a show called Club Neverland, where I play Wendy Darling. And the show's all about Peter Pan, who owns a nightclub, and Wendy leaves her soon-to-be husband at the altar in pursuit of whether things with Peter Pan may have worked out or not. So it's bonkers, but it's good fun. Um, there's lots to love about both characters, I think, and a lot to not love about both characters. I think they're incredibly human, and complex characters, and it's really interesting to see their polarizing journeys uh, along the way. The thing I dislike most about Cathy is how much of a mirror it holds up to actually some experiences in auditions and stuff that I've been through myself. So it's a lot of it's interesting to go back through, especially like the audition section where Cathy's auditioning in the show, and sort of relive some really juicy audition moments of my own, which is really hard, but also very interesting to sort of play on. But yeah, as I said, they're just so human, and it feels very tangible and like a visceral experience for both of them.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I think, yeah, Jamie, I think is a guy who just stuff happens a bit too soon for him on his journey. He's obviously got ability with the pen, and he he loves Cathy. I think he falls really hard and really fast, and a lot of that, 90% of that is because of who she is, but 10% is also because of what she's not, if that makes sense. Like, she's not the girl from Cheder that he's grown up with. He's not the expectation that his parents have on him. So she's this kind of like alluring other. But his whole life, just like the success, and we all have these like peaks and troughs in our careers, but like his peak is so soon. I think then his whole life kind of runs away from him, and he makes mistakes. And as we all do, as Martha said, like, they're both human. He makes these errors that like are just so magnified, and because he gets married so quickly, and he gets success so quickly, and he experiences this world which is like not, you know, Spring Valley, New York, like small town. Suddenly he's kind of getting his Hollywood moments too young. So I kind of think he loses a lot of, he misses out on that kind of early, mid, late 20s freedom, where no one really knows who you are, or you're doing creative. You kind of just make mistakes and be yourself. He loses that at the expense of fame, and then questions everything. I'm doing just then my classic stuff, my facts and questions about him. I'm trying to figure out the gaps in between the songs as well. Like, and obviously we'll do that work together. I'm not coming in with any, hopefully I'm not coming in with any like too hard preconceptions, but I'm getting what the songs, both Cathy's and Jamie's, tell me about him on a factual level, what's happening in between, at least some offers, so that when we come into the room, in discussion with Martha and Hal, our brilliant director, uh, filling the picture and the blanks. That's the current. I'm trying to be a good boy. I'm trying to run. I'm trying to like lose a bit of my tummy. I'm trying to do that stuff too. Yeah.
All that good stuff. Very much the same thing as Guy. Taking just a lot of time to sit and listen to what is said about Cathy, what Cathy says about herself, and kind of taking that information to inform how the writer intended the characters to be, or quirks for them to have, and yeah, the isms that Cathy may have. It's kind of all sort of there in the text, and then work from that. But yeah, Guy nailed it. Kind of same thing. Oh, I wanted to be a part of the last 5 years because I think it's just such an epic piece. I think the music is so intricate, and there's something very ominous about the Jason Robert Brown world. I think in auditions we're told not to take it. It's meaty in its score and everything. And I think this is just an incredible opportunity to actually like dive into that world and that material and see it filled out to its fullest potential with a great team. So yeah.
I totally agree with all of that. I think what I love about the last 5 years is that from the very beginning, there's no like narrative suspense. It's not like we know it doesn't work. We know they break up, right? But then, as from an audience perspective, I think it's so clever because you're like, I mean, the first song is like Cathy's heartbroken, it's not working. Jamie's first song is, oh my god, this amazing Shik's a goddess. Like, whoa. So you know how it's going to end, but then all the questions you're asking as an audience member is like, why and how? Like, how does this not work? She seemed great. He seems fun. Like, what goes wrong? So I think in a way that's actually really classical, is I think like even Greek tragedy used to do that. Like, this is a story. Now, like, who are the people that make it happen? So you just kind of, as an audience member, I think hopefully will like relax about plot and just focus on character. And then the other thing I really love about this show is like, this might sound bad, but often I think musical theatre, because it's often refined for like big spaces. You think you've got to do like big, like, acting, but we're in really intimate venues doing, as Martin said, like complex, intricate music. It's such an exciting opportunity to play music, like singing real, I find, or like communicate in the songs, even though they're mostly solos. Like, what is I don't know what Hal's going to do with stage or what's going to be found, but yeah, I'm really excited. I think that's quite a unique opportunity.
Yeah, it almost feels like for want of a better word, pedestrian in its communication styles. I think that's why I keep going back to so human. It's just honest, like kind of raw baseline connection with people. It's all about connection. So I think it's exciting to have the space to really honor that and not feel like we have to be othered. It's just like honest. Yeah. I think it is both exciting and terrifying to take on a piece like this, but I think that's what makes it so incredible. I think having both elements there to fuel you into really diving into these people and this story is a great thing to have, which I'm excited by. It's nice to have that sort of challenge and know how it's received already, but how then it can be reframed and structured with the incredible team that we've got working with it, and it can be malleable in its like bones, which is nice.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's opportunity actually, because it's a bit like like really really famous roles that people think like, let's say like Shylock or Fagin or something, or like like a really classic role. People think I know what it looks like, because the last 5 years has been done quite a lot. You can kind of shed all of that and just go, there might be an expectation coming in from people that know this music within musical theatre world. I think it's pretty well known, right? I think. Um, so we get to shed that and subvert expectation. It could be almost a bit of a superpower for us. Like, they think they're going to get this version of the show, and everything that I've heard when we were in auditions, this is going to be very different. So I think that's really exciting.
Oh, mine's not one that Cathy sings, but If I Didn't Believe You in You is one of my favorite songs. And I hope that I just get to sit there and be a recipient or an observer of that text. I just think it's like heartbreaking.
It is beautiful, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lovely song. Funnily enough, I actually really love Goodbye. I love that.
Uh-huh.
I think it's really, I love that. And then you get all that fun bit, and then I come in with like miserable. But I love Cathy's bit in Goodbye. But for Jamie, I love the Schmool song.
Yeah.
I think that's such a fun story, and I think it's really useful as well because you get to hear Jamie's sort of creative innovation. You know?
I was just going to say, I really don't know what audience are going to think or what they should feel or what we would like them to feel. I don't think I have that knowledge now, which is actually probably the best place to be in and the most exciting place to be in, because what will come from it naturally. But yeah, I really struggled with this question. So I was like, I actually don't know. And I think it could be so subjective to each individual. So to have like a wash of one objective that I'd like someone to come away with, I think is quite tricky to achieve. Is that a cop out?
No, I think that's really smart actually, and I think you're showing me up there because I sort of do have one. But
That's great.
I rate that. I think I totally agree. We can't know yet, but the things I'll be really interested in is like, can we get it that no one's a villain? Like no one is.
Yeah.
Really don't think Cathy is, but like maybe that's more my challenge, like or my prejudice, whatever. Like got to see them as like, as you said in Star Mark, like human people with flaws and good things.
Yeah.
Also, I think there's something, it's such a specific relationship that I think in its specificity, there's hopefully a universality. Hopefully someone will watch it and go, oh, like I know that reminds me of a relationship, or there could be something oddly like healing or process.
Mm-hmm.
It's quite it's a specific story, but I think it's got really universal issues with it. That
Yeah,
lead
for sure.
drift apart at the wrong time, wrong place, in another time or place, or like, do you know what I mean? Like, I think that would be exciting, but I don't know. But that'd be
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And there's like a mutual break apart for both of them. It's not necessarily just kind of victim and person doing or the thing that breaks the relationship apart. I think they're both on different trajectories in their life which cause this relationship to kind of split, which I'd be interested to definitely play around with as well, making it more like a mutual experience than just being affected by someone else's life. Yeah.